game.
They're not listening to the game. You know, I heard they were a little bit upset that I ragged on them so hard, and here it goes Blitz, their own coach, their own blood, and he is doing about the same. So
well,
Zitrex.
I don't think he's their own blood. That would be a little freaky.
He's a part of the family. The Liquid family is what I was going for.
Okay,
but
so not blood, but not real blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. It's funny. I see this Basilius on Crystal Maiden, I think. Seems like Basilius is just a better version of the hero.
Yeah, and anyone can get it.
Yeah, you just all you have to do is be near your teammates, and eventually in the game you will be. But it is a nice little pickup in the laning stage. It does effectively give everyone in the lane that. But Blitz said he thought they were going to go for an aggro tri-lane, so he doesn't even know his own team, as Boxy will be in the off lane with with Taiga on the Mirana.
There's no tri-lane of any kind. It's not just that it's not an aggro tri-lane.
Yeah.
So.
Let's just say...
Give him 2 big zeros in a row.
I think the last time Blitz talked to them was like 3 weeks ago or something like that, because this is starting to get a little sketchy at this point. He doesn't like their draft, and he doesn't know what they're doing in the lane. So
I'm sure he's liked like a tweet from Insania
something
and
like
Taiga
that
or something. That's a form of communication.
Yeah, I had dinner with them the other week, like back at Summit. I think that might be the last time they all interacted. But as we go into the actual game, we do see a mid-Nature's Prophet once again. Did see it last series, and it got that rapier, but it does fall off in the late game. So we're going to have to pay attention to the fact that they probably scale better on Liquid, even though they do have this 10th pick Morphling in a pretty free Morphling game. Morphling is a better version of Ember Spirit that he can just use the Sleight of Fist Chains and the Flame Guard and then just be a Morphling.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We saw it yesterday, actually, in one of our games. Very potent hero to take over with the Replicate. So for now, it is the 2-1-2 for both teams. It does leave Mars and Phoenix down bottom, but Jug having a decent time of it.
No dive.
Early on, and this just might be the first blood. The
spin
spin's bringing him
either.
low. Just 2 more auto attacks. No, he's got the Fairy Fire.
310 to 280.
1 more.
Oh, he didn't go for it.
Not going to commit. But hey, that's almost as good as a kill. Going to force him a lot of regen out, and they can do that again in just a moment. They basically got infinite mana in this lane already. And the arrow will come through, connects on the Treant. Not really the hero that Boxy wants to go on, but this Morphling for now is doing fine, getting towards his level 3 when he gets a lot harder to kill.
Do you feel like that Crystal Maiden cosmetic is pay to lose it all? Like, what if they were afraid that he has his Frostbite, but now they are visually reminded that he does not have his Frostbite?
And there's no animation on any of the other cosmetics, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've always thought about that, but
my buddy's a CM spammer, but he always has the cosmetic. So
I see. It's the same with the Monkey. Oh, it's the Monkey King Arcana as well, where it changes the color of your hero based on leveling your ulti or not.
But it's like flexing, It's like, look how much money I have.
It's true.
I can blow it on.
You have to compensate somehow.
Yeah.
They do use the Nature's Grasp. I haven't even seen this hero in a long time. Forget the name of his abilities. Why do you think we haven't seen this hero, LD? Is it just too many nerfs or what?
He just seems really slow and clunky, right? Like, he can't really do a whole lot roaming. He doesn't have the best burst potential. And as we say that, he's just not doing anything, really. Zitrax is getting quite low.
He's hitting hard. Hits for 95, but
not getting many
once he gets that anchor
off,
smash off.
Now maybe they're going to turn it. Zitrax is actually going to go down here.
He does have one more lead charge.
Can he finish off Taiga? No, he can't.
Well, that mana regen from Crystal Maiden is actually paying dividends in this lane. And he gets salved up by the Mirana on Boxy, and there's a big wave pushing in. So at least Morphling didn't miss too many creeps, but once he gets level 3, I can't really imagine him dying again. That attribute shift going from 1 per second to 4.
The scaling on that ability is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know about any other math nerds out there, but I'm kind of upset that the 3rd level is not 9, because you have 1 squared, then 2 squared, then it could be 3 squared, then 5. It's just a little bit of math nerd going on as we see bottom lane Phoenix trading supports just effectively giving themselves regen runes. They both used a lot of mana to harass the opponent core, and now they come back full health, full mana.
This is great, BSJ. You're doing the analysis, now you're doing the play-by-play. I'm just sipping a Mountain Dew.
And game fuel.
Game fuel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well played.
This courier might not be well played, though. BZZ looking. Insania's going to give him a little harass for the time being. So all things considered, looking at our farm distribution here, relatively even, although we do see a whole crap load of denies in the mid lane. I guess most of those the tree ants.
It's really hard to tell. I wish that was like not in your actual stat, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when SF kills a bunch of cogs.
I guess there must be some creeps, because Quakefoot is a bit down on XP.
Yeah, you do out-damage him from just right-clicks, as well as adding the trees onto that.
The bottled Arcane Rune, very value on Ember.
Oh, those right-clicks hurt with that Blightstone. He only has 2 armor.
And he's getting blocked up here.
We saw this last time around, but not quite. Maybe he was just going for the CS, but it doesn't seem effective to block if you're not going to hit the guy.
I feel like he could have pressured the Ember more there, but is getting the lane advantage for the time being. So far, not really doing anything to slow down Boxy, though. He's sitting at 25 CS as they go again on Illusion, and this time the Blade Fury will score the kill. Mickey being pressured, but he's got the healing ward, and he should be just fine.
And 5 stick charges in case he needs the mana. Crystal Maiden ult coming into full effect as Insania just walking and picking up the bounty runes. He's a race car at 278 movement speed in top lane.
Yeah, that's a ballsy CM, but when you know that the enemy support is dead, why the hell not? Not often a hero that goes on those kinds of solo adventures.
Nature's Prophet ult almost killed Taiga.
Still has another leap. He'll get back. Force out the TP. Quick mango delivery.
It did kill Boxy. I thought I was only looking at Tiger. I guess he just died. He is going for the treads on the Nature's Prophet. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just let... There's too much action. No time to analyze.
Well, analyze this. Another death for Illusion. This Phoenix is dying an awful lot to the CM juggling. I mean, I wouldn't have think of Phoenix as a hero that has a lot of trouble early.
Yeah, you should just use your dive and then play careful once you have it on cooldown for the 30 seconds. But sounds like he's just getting bullied, forced to dive away, and then they're killing him a second time. Or effectively going on him a second time.
And the Mars can kind of just be bypassed and ignored for the time being. Might need to bring the Nature's Prophet down there next time if they want to try to do something aggressive, as BZZ's going to pause.
Taiga taking the top outpost. Van Score is here to contest.
Are they going to rotate someone in?
Going the no leech seed build, huh?
Oh, well, I guess
a
he
lot of
got
damage.
the outpost.
Oh.
I don't know if it was worth it, though. There's no real follow-up to this.
And he now inconveniences Van Score for about 6 seconds there. That was the impact that it had.
Yeah, not great.
Koifa is level 7 mid, so that rotation from the Nature's Prophet did free up his getting to that level 6 with ease, and also has that bottle, so anytime he wants to TP base, full health, full mana.
So a lot of teams, when you see them play the NP, like as soon as he hits like level 6 or 7, like he'll just go to the jungle and kind of be off the map. But for now, they're not giving the mid lane to anyone. Do you think they should change that up?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Both the mid laners are just trading, and right now I think the supports, like CM's content to just jungle as well as pull with the Jug because they have kill potential. Mirana's just weaving in and out of the jungle in top lane. But meanwhile, your Phoenix, I don't know. Like, maybe you have to be here to protect your Mars, but like you said, they don't really protect each other from this combo, and I would almost say Vanskar, he would love that mid lane.
Well, he's chilling top for now, just trying to secure his Morphling's
He
farm.
might kill him here. There. Oh, he misses him with the second charge of the Starstorm. He wasn't quite in range. He went for a blind arrow from behind the tree, utilizing that Radiant Ward that saw the very edge of Morphling running away from that neutral camp. Close. Gotta respect the attempt.
They're slowing down his farm a little bit. Jug about 600 gold up, but not a huge discrepancy at this point. Our NP going to be rushing the Blade Mail, so wants to just fight a lot early. It was pretty standard build nowadays with the Blade Mail buffs we've seen.
Well, the problem with Prophet is he TPs in, and then you can kind of just commit onto him. So the Blade Mail, in theory, is very good for this hero, just because you want to be able to dish out the damage without... You have no mobility. You don't want to go like first item BKB. So it's kind of your way of deterring them from actually hitting you, as Insania is coming to the mid lane. 19-19, or 19-teen, going to be in some trouble here.
He is looking pretty dead. No, actually TPing out. The chains come through. The follow-up has arrived, though. Vanskor as well as Illusion all joining the fray, and they force a double TP just to save the NP.
I'd say that was still worth it. Pretty minimal.
Meanwhile, bottom lane. We're going to see a spin onto BZZ. Omni Slash is up, but not enough to kill the Mars. Needs a little more damage. Is going for the Mask of Madness rush, it looks like.
Zerax digs, gets a salve. That's pretty value when you're only at half health. Boxy, looks like all 6 cores, it seems like, are getting the start that they would like. He has that Morbid Mass on Boxy to utilize the regen from Anchor Smash. And Quakefoot, what? The one time I'm not looking, Phoenix dies again. Can you stop dying, Illusion? I'm busy. He's died a lot now. What is that? That is 4 deaths. 4 of the 5 kills.
Yeah, that's a really... I mean, normally Phoenix doesn't struggle this much in the lanes unless there's like some Disruptor or Skywrath that can really punish him, but this is a surprising number. See this early. Overall, BSJ, like they are losing the lanes here. Can they turn it around is the question as they move on to Boxy, get the Sprout. Ravage committed for this. Where's the backup? Taiga's coming in quite late to this fight, though. This might just be a totally wasted Ravage. Well, it looks like it perhaps secures Boxy's retreat, which is something. But still, Ravage down. May see an opportunity here for Unique to do something aggressive of their own. As I say that, once again, they're diving onto Illusion, and once again, he's running for dear life. Already committed the Icarus dive just to retreat. The leap forward with the Starstorm connects with both. Is the follow-up right click there? Doesn't seem like it. The Fire Spirit's coming out now. The turnaround leaps away from the Nature's Grasp and back to safety.
TPing in Nature's
Even
Prophet.
bringing the NP. The commitment on this, he'll just use another leap. Taiga is just wasting so much time of Uniques. They do not have good catch for this hero. And meanwhile, a quick snipe. Feint score will go down. So after all that, it's Liquid who get the kill.
Yeah, it's really annoying to play against Mirana since they reworked that you can't see the charges above her as a buff. They're just a part of her ability. So I think he TP'd in thinking she doesn't have any more leap charges, and then just still has one left. I really never knew if that was intentional because it was never mentioned in the patch notes. They just said they updated the UI. Very, very odd. Makes it hard to play against Ember Spirit as well, not knowing whether or not he has any Remnant charges. You only
They
know
changed
if
it
he has
for
one.
all charge-based abilities,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
at one point, like, some of them had it and some didn't, I believe.
I believe it is all... the continuity is there now.
Okay.
As we see Mickey potentially... Oh, Omni Slash with the Mask of Madness.
Oh, that's some serious deeps.
Wow. Hits that timing real hard. The second he got that delivered, he just pushed R and pushed the Mask of Madness, and that was a kill.
I wonder what the actual damage increase is. It's got to be, like, what, 60% or something?
Well, his base attack speed is... let's see. Before he had 240, and the Mask of Madness gives him an extra 50% attack speed or so.
And it gives him some damage as well.
Yeah, so...
And it gives you the base attack speed.
It's since the attack speed is amped by your ult, it's probably like 70% damage increase or something like that. It's probably pretty drastic.
You really can feel it, though, when you're playing Jug.
Oh, yeah. The kill potential goes out the roof here as we see... Going on advanced score, he gets the spear on the Ember.
That's a bit unfortunate for Quakefoot. He wasn't expecting to take that. He's going to go down. Now the chase on to Boxy. Boxy's got to back away. They're sweeping forward with Illusion. Even Zitrax moving into position. They do get some decent nuke damage out here. They smash him into the trees. This sets up another spear. Bing, bang, boom. Boxy is dead. But still a 3K gold lead for Liquid overall, and they're using this opportunity to take the mid tower. Mickey, the siege engine, brings it down with ease. He'll collect the gold. And actually the gold lead increasing despite getting those 2 core kills.
They will get the tower for themselves. Just a lot of farming coming on from Liquid. They have Insania, their 5-position farming bottom. He's level 7. He's feeling good about himself. And it's the supports. Look at the net worth advantage. It's 3K. The supports are each up by 1,200 each.
And this is not helping. Mirana with a quick double courier snipe. Not worth it if
the
she
jukes.
dies.
Oh, he missed the spear. He might be able to leap
Surely
and
he's not
TP?
going to get out of here. He's
Oh
got
my
Moonlight
God.
Shadow. Do they have detection?
No detection, but the spirit hit. He's dead.
They got the outpost.
Whew. That would have been so annoying if he managed to squeak his way out of there.
Space, though. Mid-tower down. Opens up the map. And, like, if Jug's just farming aggressively, you only really have the tree to potentially kill him, right?
Yeah. The thing is that it's nice for Mickey to stay on his own side of the map for now. Because he has Ember, he has Tide, cores that are willing to play up in their face. And before he gets that Manta, he is killable. But once he gets that, the tree root is virtually useless. And so is pretty much everything from Team Unique other than spearing him before he Mantas. But the spear itself only hits 1 unit. So if you Manta, even if you haven't spun yet, it's most likely not going to spear your actual hero. So he does have the Mask of Madness Maelstrom queuing up the Manta. So he goes for the farm efficiency items first, realizing he doesn't need survivability this early on, based on the fact that his other cores will be doing all the aggression for him. And he goes back for the survivability item as he's going to start participating more so in the team engagements.
Speaking of participation,
nice
more
arrow
from Koikfa with Taiga. Great setup chains, follow-up arrow on point, and the kill secured. Going the way of Mickey. Still has the Omni Slash as well, so maybe see them chip away at this tier 2. Healing Ward deployed. Another pause, this time a disconnect from BZZ, so I guess he's having some internet issues. Or something.
Yeah, this Mirana pick is going to be quite impactful. People have been picking it to counter the Phoenix in general, and it synergizes really well with Ember. So in the draft, I think by picking this Phoenix, after you see the Ember, you kind of gave them this breadwinner pick, where it synergizes really well with your lineup and it counters the opponent. So you're going to see that impact of that Searing Chains into arrow combo come into play because, quite frankly, nobody on the side of Unique can do anything about that. If they get changed into arrow, until they get 4 stabs, they actually have no way out of it. I guess Manta on Morphling, but still ways off.
There's no save, really. I mean, historically, that's how you would see teams try to counter the Mirana picks, but
like
it's not like
Abaddon or a Legion or something.
Yeah, but it's not like they really built the draft around it. It's just kind of like an extra feature. Really.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to be like, we should dedicate an entire pick to dealing with this when those heroes will still operate just fine without that combo. It does just add that extra bit of map control kill potential as we see a pause for Mars to come back. He's just having some issues, it looks like.
So, it doesn't look too great right now for Unique BSJ. How do you turn this around?
I think you just have to make use of your Wombo combo team fight. You have Mars Arena, you have Phoenix Egg, you have Treant Ult. That's really the reason why you picked it, was this overgrowth to synergize with the Egg. That's like a classic. It used to be better because it would like...
And do you think they
I don't know.
Can they do that fighting into like this Ravage, Jug healing ward? He's gonna have a pipe soon on the Tide Hunter. Like, do you still think they can take a team fight?
That's the thing, is it's tough, right? Because if you get far enough behind, we saw, I believe it was NIP versus Secret, where they had the Jakiro Naga Darkseer combo, and they hit everything on all 5 heroes, but they were so far behind that not a single hero died, and we're reaching that territory. So it is not going to get any easier for Team Unique, and they just need to look to make something happen. It seems like they are content doing nothing, or they're just not sure how to make it happen. But Liquid is kind of just reaping the map of farm as they have Tide Hunter farming bottom, Mickey farming mid, and they also have the top tower being pushed and farmed by Koikfa.
Farm everywhere.
Yeah, you're content if you're Liquid. Look, the net worth is just going to keep going up. There's a status quo. Almost always there's one team that's okay with it, and there's one team that's not. And right now, that is Liquid, and is on Unique to do something. And Liquid is perfectly fine to do absolutely nothing if they're not forced to.
Sometimes doing nothing is doing something.
Wise words coming out from LD.
Yeah, that's an L deep right there. Damn. No, but seriously, it is tough to make plays. They don't really have like any playmakers aside from the Mars. So draft-wise, it's kind of challenging. Is once again, it's Illusion getting caught out. He's dead. At least scouts the gank, and now the rest of the team can retreat. Zatrax should make it out. BZZ is going to get scouted here by Ward. He walks back into Boxy, but the rest of the team isn't quite there. So he should make it back to the safe embrace of his tower. But yeah, they were just resorting to split push now. 19 is going to go towards an Orchid. So wants to be able to probably get some kills on the Jug or the Ember. But by the time he gets this, you know, Jug's probably going to have a Manta. So I don't think he's dying.
Yeah, the timing of all their timings are just way too slow, I think, on the side of Unique. They are working on that Blink. They're working on the Orchid. But we've seen with these top-tier teams that they don't wait for these items because they know they don't have the time based on the given game. And I don't think Team Unique is aware of that, or they think that's not correct because they are Liquid just hitting another tier 1. They go for the spear.
And they really want Unique to defend this. Like, they've got Tide sitting around in position. Doesn't have the Blink yet, but he could get there in time. And how do you go on the Jug? I mean, we kind of discussed it a bit. There's just not much solution for him until they get this Orchid, and by then he probably will have Manta. So they're going to use the Moonlight Shadow here, looking to set up, and they are heading directly towards the Morphling. That would be a big takedown.
They see him on the trees.
Haste. It's going to be a missed opportunity as they did sniff it out and back away in time.
Look at the map control accomplished, though. Like, where the whole team of Unique is, as well as the way Liquid's playing. They're just reaping farm from all 3 lanes still, while Mickey is also clearing the jungle.
Yeah, they're like just hiding on these little corners and crevices, nooks and crannies of the map, trying to get whatever little scraps they can, but they're not like, yeah, let's just walk down a lane and hit creeps, because they know they'll feed if they do.
In case you're wondering if they didn't have enough farm, Taiga does get the Philosopher's Stone as he hits the arrow.
Not the easiest target to go on. Up on the high ground, they're going to engage instead on Boxy. The Marzo gets dropped. He just poofs it out of there.
First try.
Awkward. And now the turnaround. Chains come through, connects onto Boxy. Hanging on to the Ravage. The egg gets dropped in time. He gets speared away. It's not really the optimal follow-up, but they just have so much damage. And they're so advantaged here that they might be able to push their way through anyway. Zitrax, though, he is going to find one. Ember Spear down. Omni Slash committed. Morph not going to fall during the midst of this. He tanks through it all. Strength morphing even more, and now walking away in Ember form. In fact, Mickey has to back off. Boxy's going to end up going down as well, it looks. So they're going to lose 2 cores, the CM, and Mickey's got to TP out. Great fight from Unique and pretty sloppy from Liquid.
Yeah, he Omni-slashed a Morphling who just was already turned into Ember and Sleight of Fist to disjoint it. And that's the main source of their damage once the Ember goes down, who did. And even though they missed on Unique and they think they're free to go on the side of Liquid, they still had to commit pretty heavily onto this egg, and Morphling just cleans house after all
Taiga?
those abilities are on cooldown.
Oh, is he going to get sniped by the NP ult? I guess not. We'll see this fight again. Yeah, the Morphling just in the middle of the fight, like as you mentioned, like he's just so much stronger when he gets to replicate Ember Spirit. He's the Flame Guard, the Disjoint, you know, a lot of extra damage even when he's heavily strength morphed. So, well played, and Liquid just, I guess, overestimating their position in the game. They're not quite at that point where they could just walk in and just A-click you to death.
Yeah, they have to get the jump on Team Unique, and even though they ravaged and everything, it wasn't like they caught Team Unique off guard. Both teams knew each other were there, and the minute they get like a chains on the arrow to start the fight on a target that will die other than the Morphling, that's a reliable way to just wipe them as Team Liquid. But in that case, wasn't the smoothest initiation. They do have Mirana ulti again if they want to go. No Ravage or Omni Slash for 45. Man, those cooldowns are well synced.
Is there pressure on Liquid after that fight? Like, is it just slow down, farm, chill, wait for a better fight? Or, like, do you feel like, hey, there's a Morphling, man. Their team fights scary late game. We got to make something happen.
As long as you're still getting farm, you're content. But the minute you feel like you're not maintaining your lead on Liquid, you are no longer content, as Unique is just going to take the mid tower for free. Boxy picks up some bounty runes, but does have the Blink Dagger now. That'll make initiating the way they want much simpler on the side of Liquid, because they don't actually have any instant disables.
Yeah, the best they can do is like the quick reaction egg, which just slightly annoys the Tide, doesn't stop the Ravage.
As Blitz said, they really have no way to stop him from ravaging unless they get a Silver Edge at some point, because the Kraken Shell, as long as he's spamming that R button, it will remove stuns long enough for him to ult.
Blitz's prophecy unfolding before our eyes is Unique. What was once, like, I think, a 7K gold lead nearly is now down to just 3K. The Jinx is in, and Vangscore scouting out Liquid's
They know he's
movements
here.
here.
He's cutting down the trees one at a time with Quelling and Iron.
Are reinforcements going to arrive for the poor
No
fella?
way.
TP out shortly. Not. He
Oh my
makes it
God.
too. You gotta be kidding me. Vangscore. My goodness.
You gotta love that strategy. We don't have any detection. We're gonna cut down these trees one by one.
They did plant a sentry just a little
Eventually
too
they
late.
did, and then
Yeah.
there's some little cove between that one tree and the cliff that he managed to plant himself in. Oh, Boxy.
This is a tough target to burst, but they've got him down to half HP. Sunray coming through, hanging onto the Ravage. He's going to let it fly. Connects on 4. The follow-up is
Okay.
there. Morphling deleted at the start of the fight. Must have been very agi-morphed. Illusion now on the run. He gets changed up. He'll go down too. The Omni Slash clipping from the rear, and it looks like they're going to lose the Phoenix as well. That's a dieback on him. The CM ultimate rolling forward. Vangscore slashed by the arrow, and now the spin down on BZZ. Mask of Madness cooling down, but not going to be able to get a range. 4 kills. Well, that's another way to do a team fight, and one that works a whole lot better.
I will say, I wasn't 100% sure what Team Unique should do to get back in this game, but going on a Tide Hunter was not what I envisioned
And they
as
just
the
saw
correct
four
answer.
of them top.
You know they're all here.
God, look how fast that morph dies.
As long as he doesn't get that attribute shift off before the Ravage, he is going to die. They have a lot of... They have like 1,000 burst damage on the side of Liquid, so if he is not above that threshold, he will just die instantly.
Quite a symphony of abilities in that team fight, and puts Liquid right back where they were. Another 4K gold advantage, so back up to 7K. And definitely gives them a lot more confidence here heading down the stretch. As far as item progression on Unique, we do have the Orchid out on the NP, going into the BKB, which he's close to. Our Morphling already completed the Manta, I believe, prior to that fight, now starting to work on the Shotgun. So those two are farming. The rest of the team, not so much.
Potentially looking to Roche with no Omni Slash and no Ravage for 60 seconds.
They do this reasonably fast.
Yeah, Morbid Mask allows them to slightly tank it up on the Morphling. He is full Agi'd, hits over 250 a hit.
Liquid has wards in the river. They see 19 dewarding this. Will they fight?
Sleight of Fist scout it.
Can they catch him out? Sleight of Fist comes through. Quakefa does have the Yule, so the Orchid alone won't be enough to kill him. They'll need some follow-up, but the chains to start. Now the Yules, and they can Orchid him as he comes down, perhaps. That's what 19's looking for, but Quakefa's too quick on the draw. They will drop the arena. Out comes the egg over the pit. Nice positioning, but everyone is out of range on the side of Liquid to the south, so they end up having to back away. The chains clipping 19 on the retreat. Gets off the silence, but where's the damage? He doesn't have it. He's down for the count. Sunray just working through the Morphling. The long-range snipe, he keeps on morphing, but I don't think it's going to matter. Getting very low on armor. Can he survive? He can't. Down as well. Now, again, the Yules catch. Isolating BZZ on the retreat. He'll fall as well. The Roche, about a third HP, maybe somewhere between that and half, and likely going to Liquid. Easy DD snag, and that'll be an Aegis for Mickey.
Yeah, last game with Morphling, we saw the team just snipe that Aegis, but he had a DD as the Roches went down significantly faster, and in this case, Liquid had ample time to just contest and kind of got delivered the Aegis on a silver platter with 1/3 HP Roche and a team wipe, or, 3 for 0.
The ults were down, but, I mean, that was a pretty risky Roche.
You're far behind. Those ults are kind of like worth a certain amount of net worth. That Tide's going to be that much more impactful in the fight and everything. He still has a Vlad's and a pipe, and you can't really kill him. So even though he doesn't stun you, he can kind of just stand in front of you and tank through your spells. And as they throw out their volley of initial stuff, they just don't die on Liquid. So effectively, neither team has ults. And as we see the siege for the high ground, Aegis Jug has the healing ward, so standing him up.
Completed Mjolnir as well. This guy hits fast, he hits hard. And they are bringing him down, half HP, but the healing ward there. Nobody able to come in and snipe it easily.
Vlad's plus Mask of Madness lifesteal. It adds up. That's a total of, 40%, 45% lifesteal.
Sounds about right to me. But not very good for Unique as they've lost half their health on this Rax. Mickey just keeps on hacking. He's got a Blade Fury ready, if required. Healing ward 20 seconds off. As they look for the stun, they do get the initiation, but the counter Ravage is there. Zitrax just gets soloed by the Tide Hunter. Quick jump forward, Boxy, big ballin' out in front, and now Mickey walking away. They try to fight forward into this. Zitrax, he's bought back for this fight. He can't afford to go down, but he's caught out. He may just drop. CM ulti, can he make it out? He's dead. It's a dieback on the Morphling. The egg comes through, but there's no damage to go with this, and with his death, likely the Rax, if not the game.
Oof.
I think oof is the word.
That's at least what he's saying to himself on the Morphling. He was at like 800 health, fully Agimorphed. It's a bit risky when the opponent's sieging with a Blink Ravage like that.
That is the second time. The other time was like mid near the river when they lost that other team fight.
Something tells me a very, very, very good Morphling player would not allow that to happen, but I'm not trying to insult Zitrak. I just think he's been caught a little bit too often with that low Agimorph. Not like it would have necessarily mattered in the grand scheme of things, maybe just accelerating their demise as Treant goes down as well. Vanscore, he was with his brethren, but there were not enough of them to protect him as he near the only trees in base. But Liquid has that sentry, and they are looking to just GG it up with no buyback on the Morphling. They know this because he already diebacked. Another spear.
Another spear. They'll try. He's still got Aegis. He's got Omni Slash ready. Mickey's going to man fight it out for a little bit. Healing ward is finished off. He gets sprouted.
He really doesn't want to Omni Slash.
Yeah, he's saving it for a rainy day. Maybe saving it for game 2 at this rate, because it doesn't seem like they need it in game 1. Now he lets it go, and it bounces right to the creep. Denied. Doesn't matter. He'll just auto-attack them down, though. They've lost 2. Morphling gonna die yet again. No, Manta gets him back. Now he waves on forward into the midst of their team, and the nukes just delete him. He's gone. Mickey keeps on trucking. Vayne score will drop. It's a team wipe. It's a GG. And it's a stomp, honestly.
Yeah, it seems just a bit too easy for Liquid. Last time I saw Unique play